Hi Geminis, welcome back to Astro Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a reading with the astrology reading cards, and then we're also going to be clarifying with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So, let's start shuffling. I just need a house, a planet, and a sign card from this beautiful deck. First I'll see if anything wants to show its face on its own, and then I'll just do goodness gracious. Some Pisces energy for you this month. Let's see. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Okay. Gonna be more forgiving maybe with somebody this month, Jen? Maybe there's something you're going to be really compassionate about. Maybe something's really going to strike a nerve for you this month. Okay. 12th house. An area of your life that's overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Okay, so Pisces, this is 12th house. So yeah, this is something that you're going to be feeling very compassionate about. There's going to be something this month that's just going to be, it's going to get you in the gut, man. It's going to slow your mind down to the point where you're focused in on something pretty intense. Saturn, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. There's something big in you that's growing this month, Gemini. There's something very big in you that's growing this month. There's something that's going to get you, I think. Something is going to happen. Or something has happened. And it's just something that it has you this month. Let's see what's this Pisces energy about. Okay. 12th house. So maybe this is something in you. This is maybe this is not an external thing. Okay. This is probably not going to be any sort of growth that anyone else is going to notice except you. Okay. With the Hermit card, and it's going to be something detail oriented because the Hermit card is Virgo. Let's see. Where maybe it'll give us some idea where we're going to see this wisdom. Let's see. Okay, it's going to be in a decision. Taurus is having something going on with their intuition and their insides as well. Okay, you're going to make a decision. There's a big decision for you. I think it's really concerning how you feel. Something you feel really compassionate about. Something you feel really loving about. Something that you feel it's worth working towards. Something that's worth expelling all this energy for. Something that is worth carrying around and lugging to wherever you're going. Okay? And now the thing is that this is with hermits. So it could be even just for you, but it could also be maybe this is you silently doing something for somebody else. Something that you've been working on. So we have this card of the Chariot. Getting control of things. Being the spectacle in charge, almost. It's interesting. So maybe there's something that you've been working on for yourself, maybe for somebody else, because Virgo is the sign of almost giving yourself away to somebody, service to somebody else. But it's also the kind of service that you give yourself. It's like you take pleasure in doing it, okay? So this, maybe it hasn't been, maybe this guy isn't so upset about what he's doing. Maybe you're not so upset. This is loving energy. This is something, yeah, you're not upset about this work that you've been doing. It's either been for yourself, you've either been working on yourself, because the Hermit is alone, doing, going, and looking for the right thing, okay? In the area of your life that's overwhelming, you yield to a greater cause or power. So maybe there's something that you've been thinking about. Maybe there's something in your head that you've been looking for some truth on. And it's about something that's big that you don't want to talk about, that you don't want to think about because it's big. Maybe it's concerning whatever. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of work thinking about it. Maybe you haven't been hating it. Maybe you've been loving it. See, a lot of people take the Hermit card as such a bad thing, but I'm really introverted and I like being by myself a lot. So, you know, this Hermit card, when it pops for me, I'm just kind of like, yeah. I mean, plus my Virgo moon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm always kind of looking for things, looking for truths on my own. But maybe for you, now you're looking for truths on your own in a bigger part of your life. And there's something in your life. I'm not sure if it pertains to this or not, because this is a general reading, but it's Saturn. Saturn is growth. Challenges you to accept your wisdom. It's not an easy wisdom to learn. Wisdom is never really easy to learn. No, you know, it takes, at least, not always. Gemini, I feel you would know more about this than I. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful month. Oh, let's check actually before bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Swords. A lot of people read this card as a negative card. I don't read this card as a negative card at all. This is actually, funnily enough, I kind of consider this a card where you're learning lessons and taking action after watching these two guys, watching these people who are going away. You're learning from their mistakes and you're benefiting and taking action with the lessons that you've learned that they've left behind. That's always how I've kind of seen this card. Is it's read kind of negatively, you know, like you're trying to, like, you're getting away with something, you know, like you're taking away from something, you're benefiting from somebody else's bad situation. But like, also, is that necessarily a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to see what somebody else has done, look at that situation, and be one of those people who takes this time, who takes this chance to get this easy wisdom? Like, it's so funny that I'm like, there's no easy wisdom, but like, this is kind of my card that I take. It's picking up lessons from and taking and benefiting from a scenario where somebody else didn't, because they didn't make the right decision. You know, like, yeah, like maybe they're hurt and shit, but they left everything behind. They're not even, if they're not in a state to like defend themselves against him if he were to decide to attack them at all. But here's the thing is, I don't think this guy is even the guy who would have come up if they had taken the swords. He's not the guy who would have come up to take the swords from them. He's not going to come up and rob them and steal the swords from them. If they had taken them with them, he wouldn't have benefited from this situation. But these guys just left all of it on the ground. They left it, they're walking behind. They're over there lamenting their situation. This guy is over here going, free swords. These guys are not paying attention. They're not taking this action. There's action to be taken, and they're not taking it. But you're going to take that action. So maybe that's some of that wisdom. Maybe you are going to get some easy wisdom from maybe being the one who wants to take the action. And you're going to have control. This is the thing is, make sure you maintain that real sense of control. Because if you don't have control over what's going on, you're not going to have the success that's deemed with this. You're not going to have these lessons. So, awesome. Okay, so now, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I hope you have a great month. And hopefully, you'll see me next month.